Hello, everybody. I think John's coming here eventually, but for right now,
There we
there he
are.
is. There he is. I'm like, well, okay, I guess I'm taking over. So
Yeah, well, you know what? Technical difficulties has been is the name of the game today, but I'm here. We're good. Everything's happening.
today, like
Yes,
this was
dude.
something new.
Dude, these Mondays I'm telling you, they sneak up on you really quick, and
They do.
I don't know. What bothers me the most is once we're done with the show on Monday nights, everything by the end of the show, obviously everything's typically working fine, and don't change anything, no updates, no installs, no this, no that, no nothing. Come back around, set everything up between Friday and Sunday, everything's looking good. Come in Monday night, guess what? Not working. Not working, not having it, not happening. I'm like, oh,
I typically come in early, set up shop, go over everything, make sure everything's ready to go. And I kid you not, like 5 minutes before we went live, my browser's like, hey, there's a new update available. And I typically get all that stuff out of the way. We're rebooting everything. So it's going to bother me this whole episode because I know that something's going to probably break now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I don't doubt it. I'm with you. Listen, all I know is my internet connection is good this week. Everything's been rebooted. I'm mapping out and going to install a whole new network in the house coming up here soon.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Oh, it's exciting. All right. I didn't realize how entailed it was. I've been doing things ad hoc for so long, and it's worked fine. But you know what? It's finally to the point. There's little nagging things that just kind of get you here and there. And finally, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna just rip everything out and just redo it all in one shot. And
if as an IT guy, if there's any advice I can offer, if somebody has an opportunity to do everything like that all at once, do it, because that way everything's compatible, everything just actually works right. So hopefully.
My fingers crossed. Oh boy.
But hey, it is Monday.
Yes, it is.
We pretty much started on time.
Yep.
Almost,
And
you just froze.
Okay. So did you.
So did I. All right, good to go.
Okay.
Good to go.
All right.
And also, we're at the start of the NFL playoffs. I don't usually broadcast this stuff too much, but Steelers need as much luck as they can get. I'm probably not going to give them any. In fact, I'm probably hurting them just by having us on here right now. But
nah, come on now.
Whatever happens, right? I'm a fan, but I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I'm not.
Nah. No, we like to stay Switzerland in many things. We're just kind of like, just go with flow, enjoy it all, whatever it is. That's fine.
And at halftime, if the game's absolutely awful, I have no issue just shutting it off. So I'll sleep fine either way.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear you. I'm kind of the same way. I'm with. Whenever I'm watching the games, I've always got a laptop, and I'm always checking out drone shows at the same time. And then Holly's like, "Did you see that play?" I'm like, "Oh, wait a minute. Well, I was checking out the Neo 2. Can you rewind that?" She'll rewind it, give me a little commentary, see the play. I go back to YouTube, so I'm good.
That's right. That's right. Hey, speaking of the Neo 2, have you had an opportunity yet to have it out?
No, I have not. I've literally had it in the house for probably a week and a half now. Yeah. I activated it, registered it, updated it, the whole 9 yards, and I haven't flown it once. So I was actually going to grab it before the show, and with the technical difficulties, it didn't happen. So I wanted to at least put it up here and kind of get it in my office area so I could play with it. But yeah, it's not happening tonight. I'll wait till later.
There you go.
Did you have you been out with yours?
I finally got mine outside. It's
nice.
It's had a few indoor flights just to make sure everything on it actually worked and everything as it should. But weather-wise, it just didn't actually like me around here for quite a while.
Yeah.
I did finally have it out, and I'll tell you what, it's impressive.
Nice.
It does a whole heck of a lot more than what I expected it to. It handles flying beautifully. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of drone. It's a lot of drone for a little small amount.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just you know, it handled everything I actually threw at it just fine. I flew it like I was flying my Air 3S. Like,
Nice.
it might not have the speed, but like I did all the things. So
beautiful.
Yeah, I was
So
happy with it.
are you going to be getting rid of your phone now that you have the Neo 2, or
am I going to be getting rid of anything? No.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Not yet,
not.
anyway.
Yeah.
My original Neo is going to probably be FPV only now.
Yep.
And then with the 2, it's going to be whatever it's able to actually do at that point in time. So
yeah,
but yeah,
cool.
Yeah. Well, hey, we have a guest in the back room.
We do, and we've been letting them sit there too long. Sorry.
But what an amazing guy, though. I cannot wait. Cannot actually hear that.
For honestly, when he said yes to come on the show, I'm like, oh man, I'm stoked, because this guy's got more knowledge and more history with a lot of things, all things drone, and it's just really impressive the stuff he turns out, and his background, which we just found out a little bit more about. So that's really cool. I can't wait to get him on.
Absolutely awesome. Yep.
So let's, with no further ado, let's see if I can make this happen. Okay. Hey, Gary.
Here we are. Hey, guys. Nice to see everybody.
Great to see you, Gary.
There we go.
There it is. There.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, great. I heard you talking about Neos, which is one of my favorite teaching drones. Like, we do a little teaching stuff. So if anybody out there has bought that Neo 2 and they want to get rid of a Neo 1, contact me, because I use them to teach kids. And I've got 4 of them now, and I wish I had 4 more, because they're perfect for that kind of stuff. And we do like multiple training going on with them.
Absolutely. Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's very cool. How do you go about that, Gary? Do you do
we've done it different ways. There's an indoor baseball field not far from where I am, which is great for the winter time. But we've actually outdoors, we've gotten a big tent, and I've got netting that's like baseball netting. And I put that up around the inside of the tent. If you want to check that out on my website, I've got some pictures of that happening. And then kids and adults, we put an RC2 controller on them so that they can see what's going on. And we put a couple of little hoops out there, and it's a perfect, you can't break them, right? I even reinforced them with that. You can put that little rubber guard around that too. They're already covered, but you put that rubber guard, and I've shown people, I've thrown them at the ground. I said, look, you can't break this. You can't break it. Don't worry about it.
That's cool.
So anybody out there that's got a 2 and wants to sell, love to pick up that and batteries any day. It's a great drone for us to have.
Good deal. We just gave away one not that long ago, as a matter of fact. It seems like they were a hot commodity around the holidays. All the drone shows were giving away a couple of Neos, and we were just like, all right, yeah, let's just go ahead and push this out. And everybody was going nuts.
Real quick, everybody's going for the 2. I've seen on the local marketplace here, I've seen a lot of ones showing up, because everybody bought a 2. Matter of fact, my good friend, you might know him, Brad Alston. He's really he just got one. He is the ambassador of all things drone. He goes around and he's led me to a bunch of places. Like, I went with him to Minefield this past year, and
nice,
like that. So he's just, everybody knows him. It's just great. So I call him the ambassador of drones.
That's
Brad
awesome.
is that guy. And in fact, he's
solid.
He's here right now. Actually, I believe he's sitting in the chat right now. So,
awesome.
Yeah. My buddy, I think he had to drive to like Tennessee today. So he's doing a lot of driving with his job. So it's
wow.
Yeah. I think he said he either just got there or he just got home. I'm not sure, but yeah. I mean,
says he's meeting Philip tomorrow in Chattanooga to go flying.
Awesome.
Cool. Awesome.
Very cool guy. We got to hang out. He was kind of between jobs last summer. And so I have RTK missions like all over the state, and so we got a lot of what we call windshield time, where we're just driving to the next location and talk, hanging out. And we had a blast. We really did. I don't know what he learned about drones, but we know everything about each other at this point. You know,
that's cool. Yeah, Brad's solid. He really is. He's such a good dude.
Absolutely. In fact, I was going to say I'm sitting here and I have a bunch of things actually he made here. So
that looks like some. Yeah, Brad has drugged me into the whole idea too. But he made me a set of coasters with my logo.
Oh, there you go.
You know, and all 3D printing. He now I have a carbon one sitting over there that he just drugged me into that too. It's like I just this thing. Here's a little card holder that
Oh, that's cool.
Made out of 3D.
Nice.
Yeah, one of our things on it. He's good at the stuff. I'm learning. I'm getting better, and so many great things you can do with the drones, especially with some of the things that I've done. Like I'm involved with Skills USA. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's an organization for academic stuff, mostly high school, and they do competitions, everything from cosmetology to welding, car mechanics, all those things that the kids in school did that didn't want to do academic stuff.
Yep.
Knew that a real job would be really better. And they have drones in those departments now, and they have this thing now, finally a drone section, and they have competitions. And I've been involved with our state. Matter of fact, I'm running the state competition in March, and we had to come up with new props and stuff. So a lot of the stuff that I'm creating, all 3D,
Wow.
Made. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
A lot of fun.
That's cool. Oh boy. Damn.
And that actually adds on here. So, all of us have gotten into drones. We didn't just come straight to them. Something pulled us in. For me, gadgets, like I've always actually loved them, but cameras, I think, were officially what got me into it. And it sounds like maybe something similar happened on your side. Is that right? Or
well, I owned an AV company for years, right. And I shot a lot of videos. Matter of fact, I'll tell you a funny story. This is a building. This is part of my house, and that brick wall right there has had the likes of Beyonce, Dr. Dre, Jay-Z. Has been right here in my house.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. And we videotaped them on this wall typically because it looked like we were backstage. We put some road cases in here, and the guy who interviewed them it looked like exactly like you were backstage. You had no idea that it was in like the backside of my house. But because I've been in video forever, when I could finally get my hand on a drone, it was the first time, like I had jibs where you could pull a camera up like 12, 15 feet and like look at things and move it around, and it looked really cool. It was amazing. But the amount of effort was ridiculous, for a quick shot. And when drones came along and we could go to 400 feet, and we had all kinds of panning and moves that couldn't be done with a jib, it was a no-brainer. We had to add the drones to it. And first thing happened to me, of course, I got in trouble by running a drone and putting it on Facebook. And the FAA called me up one day and said, are you 107? I said, what's a 107?
Oh, no.
That was 2017, the very beginning of 2017.
Oh, yeah.
And so within 6 months, I got a 107, and I've been legal ever since.
Well, I mean, that's absolutely amazing. I mean, not many people can say that they got their start like that with the type of star power that actually you had.
Yeah,
we were very lucky. I always tell people this story, but the funnier thing is most of these people were early in their relationships with the entertainment business. Dr. Dre was the most famous guy. He had already had almost one of the biggest rap albums already at the time. But when Beyonce came here, like 2 people knew of her, right? Her mother drove the vehicle that the other 3 girls rode in to get here. They did an interview, and 6 months later, they were on the Grammys. So,
that's incredible.
Wow. Jeez.
Unbelievable.
So you went from that to straight into drones, or did you do something in between?
Well, I was, I've done a lot of entertainment stuff over the years. I started my world as a DJ, playing parties and doing that. And that kind of led into the AV world, and then led into sound, lights, and video. And then, I always say that each one of them was really a stepping stone into the next, because what I knew about cameras and in aperture and things like that, I could relate that into what I was doing with the drone, especially the moves. Like I look at my drone as just a camera control. You know what I'm saying? I don't even realize it's flying. It's just, there's my camera and I'm panning, or I'm tilting, just like I would have done with a camera either on my shoulder or on a tripod. It's just now I'm doing it with 2 thumbs. And so I look in the viewfinder, it's kind of the same thing as looking in that viewfinder of a camera. And that's kind of how it's really made it for me. And then I got into other things like doing RTK and gosh, you name it. I'm doing thermal now. So, I had to learn a whole lot of other disciplines that had nothing to do with those other ones, but it was how it progressed from one to the next. So.
God sakes. Unbelievable. Talk about a litany of tools. The toolkit you got to have is just for knowledge. It's got to be crazy.
Well, it's fun. It's fun. And I'm 63 years old, and I think I'm a better learner today than I was when I was 18 or 19. My patience is there. And the newest thing that I'm doing, which is requiring a whole lot of concentration because it's probably the most dangerous thing. I just bought a drone show. You know what I'm talking about? We've got 300 drones flying simultaneously in the air, all, not hitting each other and keeping these beautiful formations. And there's a lot of safety requirements. Yeah, I got a lot of FAA, paperwork that we had to get to get into that. But beyond that, you have to make sure everything is right. One mistake could end up like what happened to Sky Elements, where they dropped a drone and hit a kid. And that's just, you can't make that mistake.
That's unbelievable.
Now, whenever you're actually preparing for those shows, like that's got to take some time. Like
it's an amazing amount of steps. I mean, first of all, if you want a formation, you've got to create, the whatever that is, and you assign the drones to those spaces and change the colors. That's a lot like video editing, which was something else I've also been a part of. You're setting keyframes for every move, and you create an animation, which I also had messed around with again back in the other business. Okay, so you create an animation, as simple as it is, and then it goes through a process of being, a computer says, okay, this is moving too quick for this one to catch up with this one, so you got to slow down to make it work. And then you put that into the computer and you pull 5, 6, 7, 10 of those together for your 10-minute or 15-minute show, and you drop it in there, and then you have to assign all those moves to all the drones that are on the ground. And so then you have to set a parameter that's a safety parameter. And that gets interesting because there's a parameter that the show is in. And then there's a parameter that says, okay, if the drone for some reason gets out of whack and it hits this level back here, the drone will have to return to home. It'll know that it'll come home. And then about another 6 meters outside of that is a kill switch. So if it goes to that second one, it kills and falls. Okay. And then outside of that one is a big parameter that says nobody can be inside of that except the show tech, right? Those are immediately, part of the show. So it'll hit the kill switch and drop in an area that won't hurt anybody except maybe myself. So hope it doesn't.
Let's hope that doesn't ever happen, Gary.
Yeah, exactly. We're a hard hat here.
Now,
absolutely.
Now, like, what kind of drones are these? Are they anything that we would know? Or
well, you would not. The company that makes these are out of Michigan. There's only about 4 drone companies in the United States, period, that build these things. The good news, if we don't want to talk about banned stuff, they are almost entirely made with American parts, pieces, and assembled in USA. So nice. they really won't be on the most wanted list by our State Department. So it's kind of important that's a good thing for us. The other side is they don't have a camera on them. They just are all just about GPS. And we do, I don't know if you know what RTK is, but we when we're doing these mapping that have to be really accurate, we use a thing on the ground. It's kind of a triangulation. You have all the satellites in the air, you have your drone that is flying, and then you've got a controller. Well, that's pretty good, but the earth is turning, the satellites are moving, the drone's also moving. So somewhere in there, you have to make sure that everything is checked by a ground position. So that's called RTK. That unit is a base station. Real-time kinetic is what that whole the word is, but it keeps it all straight. And we have to do that for these hundreds of drones the same way. It realigns everything and makes sure that their accuracy is really, really tight within centimeter of movement from one to the next position. And by doing that, and believe it or not, when you look up at the sky, they look like they're like this close, but they're like 6 feet apart, right?
Wow.
So it's got plenty of room, but you don't want to get any closer because just a slight touch and they're tumbling.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So
now, obviously, you can't plan if you're going to have a nice day outside, if it's going to be free of any wind or anything. Like, what kind of wind are those able to actually handle? And
so the Firefly, who makes these, they say 25-mile-an-hour gust is their max, their limit. So if we get somewhere near that, we have to cancel the show. It's just that it has to be taken seriously. They will fly in the rain. On their website, which is really crazy, they up in Michigan, like where you guys are, they get a lot of snow, and they literally have some pictures of them getting ready for a show and the drones pulling out of the snow, like the snow had fallen over top of the drone, and it just lights up and pulls right out, and it takes off and does the show with just pushing the snow out of the way. It's amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's absolutely awesome. Like, it's neat to see what these are able to actually do. Because I mean, me, it's like if it's drizzling, if there's even a flake out there, I'm kind of like, all right, pulling back in, getting in the house.
So, right.
Yeah. Gary, Lawrence has got a question for you.
Okay.
He wanted to know, he's seen drone shows doing 100 drones. Can you expand from the 300 that you're using or downgrade?
You can, but it's interesting because each formation, you have to kind of stay with that number. So let's say I'm going to do a drone show with 200 drones. All of my show has to be using all 200 drones. They all have to be given an assignment throughout the day. It might even be to be black and out of the way because only one part of the 150 drones are needed for this thing. The other ones can just stay out of the way. But you have to keep that segment straight. So you can do all 100 drones, you can do all 200, you can do all 300. And again, if you're doing 300, you might not use all 300 in a formation, but they have to have an assignment. But that's their downgrade upgrade. So it's interesting. Yeah, and again, I didn't know that's a great question because I had no idea until I got involved. But yeah, as a matter of fact, in the programming, it won't even let you take off if you don't have the right amount of drones on the ground ready to go.
Wow.
Man, that's crazy. I love it. Now the LED, I mean, what's the layout on them? Are there LEDs just on is it on the body?
So they're on the top and the bottom. On the top is more for indication when they're all sitting on the ground. And again, get a chance to go over to my website or somewhere or on my in my Facebook, you'll see some pictures where they're all laying out there green. Okay. Those are little lights on the top. That's just let us know that we look across the field, we see all green lights that we know we're good. You know, if one of them lights up red, or we're looking at our telemetry on the computer and something says it's not doing something right, we can actually go into the computer and turn that drone, because we're looking at all these just lists of drone numbers and what they're doing. And we'll say, this one's showing us a problem with the battery. Let me light that one up. And you look out over the field, there's no way you're going to figure out where that drone is. But we'll say, we'll turn that one purple. And then my crew says, okay, go get the purple one, pull it back to me. I'm gonna put another one out there, or let me check the battery in that one, see what's going on. And then they're ready to go. But yeah, the ones on the bottom though, those are the bright ones. Those are the ones that when the show starts, you're looking at those, and those are 10 times brighter. They're amazing. If you cut them on and you have it facing your face, you're gonna be blind for a second. They really good.
Now, Lawrence had another a follow-up. He wanted to know, now is the 300 based on software that uses the 300 drones?
So all the software has different steps that you're going to either fly. You can fly a 50 drone show, or you can fly a 250 drone show, but most drones are kind of in increments of 100. So it's going to be 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. And I think that's going to be our limit. If we get to 500, I'm going to say that's enough, because that's when you start getting to these people like Sky Elements that have, 5,000 up there. I can't imagine what the time it takes just to set those up, to charge those batteries. That takes a real crew. And we're trying to do this with 2 or 3 people.
Yeah. Wow.
Speaking of that, what is that like? What is charging 300 drones like? Because I mean,
oh, well, listen, that again, this company has really done their homework. They created a charger. Now we've all got, like the Mavic charger that holds 3 batteries, or some of the ones that hold 4 batteries. We've got a suitcase that holds 50 batteries. Okay. So you pop the top, it's like a SKB case. You can drop all 50 batteries in there. It's got a little readout, and it tells you exactly what's going on. You can actually click it and see more about that battery, how much it's got to charge, how long it's got left to charge, what's on it. It upcharges it. It'll down-charge them too if you're trying to, keep your batteries fresh and good health. It does all of that. Keeps analysis, does the analysis so that that your battery is in a good place. And sometimes you're not doing a show during a long part of the winter or something like that. It's going to maintain those batteries in the best health.
That's cool, man. And what spurred you on to buy this business, Gary? I mean, was it kind of a spur of the moment thing? Or?
No, it's really a long story there, and kind of I'll tell you the best of the story. I am interested in every aspect of drones. I mean, I even have if you go on my website, I even have funerals. I'll do funerals with the weddings where I'll take the drone and take your ashes, put them in a box underneath a 300 and fly it up, and then open the box, and all the ashes will come down wherever you want them to land.
That's cool.
Inside scoop here, we add a little bit of sparkling, not tinsel. What am I trying to say?
Like glitter?
Glitter. Thank you. Glitter.
Wow.
And we put the glitter in there with the ashes, so that when it comes out, you get a little more, effects.
Oh, cool.
And then another drone's in the air, so you can get a shot of the whole thing happening. Because sometimes it's so far out over the bay or something like that, you wouldn't be able to see it. But we're doing anything and everything that you can do with drones, and that's kind of what keeps it interesting for me. There's no one thing that I have said, this is what I want to do the rest of my life. And that's probably most people will tell you that's a bad business plan, right? But I'm whatever, ADHD, whatever it is, like I got to do this, and then I'll do this, and I'll do this, and it makes it fun every day. And the thing with the drone was just like, I want to see one. So I went to Vegas about 2 years ago when a company called Skyworks works with a WORX, and they're the second biggest company in town. They're like Sky Elements. They got tons of guys. They have Vegas in lockdown. They did the Super Bowl 2 years ago, and I got down there just after the Super Bowl. It was the Chinese New Year, and I got to do some shows with them. I called them up. I knew that they used people to help them with the show, and I wanted to be there. So I got a plane ticket. I got to see U2 in the Sphere, which was really awesome,
That's cool.
and help them with the drone show. So I came home just like, oh my God, it was better than U2. I got to be part of a drone show. And of course they give me the shirt that says, crew, Skyworks.
Oh yeah.
And that was worth, whatever I spent to get it. And so I thought it was cool. And then I found out there was a guy in Virginia, the only other guy doing this business. He was doing it. And I said, can I come help? And, whenever I was open, I'd go help. And then I got to talking to a buddy of mine who has been a buddy of mine for 30 years. And he's like, I really talked to him about this about 2 years ago. I said, hey, have you seen these drone things that it shows? And he's like, I don't know. I don't think so. I started showing him pictures from me doing these drone shows with this guy, Jason, in Virginia. And next thing I know, he's like, let's do that. Let's do it. And so I had a partner. I couldn't. There's a lot of money to do on your own. And I got involved, and we went out and we looked at different places, and we went to some shows that were people that were selling drones, and we made up our mind. The guys in Michigan were the best. They really had the best product, and their support has been incredible. I can call the guy, right now. I bet a couple of the guys are probably watching right now because I sent them an invitation saying, hey, I'm going to be on the show tonight.
Nice.
They're just a bunch of really good guys out there, young guys, and they're making millions. They're doing really well. They're killing it. They're doing like 250 shows a year, and they're building drones and selling them. So the 250 shows is what they're going out and doing around the country. So they are killing it, and love these guys. And I just had to do it. It just seemed like the one more thing I hadn't done. And it worked so perfectly for me because when I was in the entertainment part, like doing sound lighting and video, I was all about good sound, and we brought sound back because we play like a soundtrack, which just really makes these things. You've got silent drones in the air, so if you can add something to it to make it exciting, as a storyline. That's the other cool thing beyond fireworks. Is fireworks are fireworks. They go boom, 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 and this is like an airplane, or a rocket, or we did the other day, we did the emblem for the Navy branch, did for Marines and stuff. And you can't do that with fireworks. There's nothing that says, you do red, white, and blue, but you can't really say this is the emblem for the Marines. And so you do that, you play some patriotic music behind that. You could have a little voiceover portion. And for Christmas, then we had a thing that was the lamp from Christmas Story, right?
Oh, sure. Leg lamp.
And instead of having music for that portion, I actually brought pieces of that. Oh, it fragile, you kind of could hear the little portions of that segment, in front of you while the lamp was in front of you. So it's great, connected, and I love that. And that's back what I used to do. So it was a perfect connection for me. So I love that.
That's fantastic, man. Talk about bringing it all together. That's awesome. I love it.
And maybe I'll get bored of this and do something else in another year.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll be subscribed one way or another.
That's right. That's right.
I always want to be a race car driver, Josh. Maybe you hook me up.
Josh?
I might know somebody who might be able to help you with that. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Full disclosure, I did the petty driving experience one time. And
nice.
Oh my God, one of the best days of my life.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And cool. the crazy thing is like how detuned those cars are from what the actual cars are. But
I did 121 miles an hour average at the Richmond Speedway. So I think my straightaways were probably 150. So they might not be as good as Jeff Gordon's car was at the time, but
still,
it got it on. 500 horsepower is a lot of kick.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Especially in something that doesn't want to go straight. Like it wants to veer a little bit each way as you're going.
Yeah. Oh man. So just to follow up, did we get this one? Lawrence also said when you do a 300 drone show kit, do you get a backup for the 3 or just the 300?
So every 100 drones we buy, we have 10 backups, and it's really the only way to ensure, because it's just like you guys were talking at the beginning of the show, the ghost of the machine. There's always, everything worked perfectly last week, and you cut it on tonight, and it doesn't want to connect with the RTK or anything, and you're like, well, what the hell? What happened between putting the case from a perfect show last week to today? So, but it happened. So
story of our lives over here.
Just crazy. It really is. I mean, there's always something that pops up somewhere. It's just like, come on, no, I checked everything. No. It doesn't matter if you checked it or not. Doesn't matter if you reboot it. It's still going to be a problem.
And then there's these crazy dances we do. Like we pick up the drone, and first we got to hold it up as high as we can to see if it'll catch fix to the RTK. And then we spin it around. Kind of like, you remember how to set the compass on a Phantom or something. Turn around.
Yeah, doing the whole thing.
Right. We're doing the drone dance as well sometimes.
Times 300 though, I can only imagine. Oh my God. I get frustrated when it happens on my one that I'm at.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why we had to hire some young guys to come, and girls. So we have a girl on the team, and they do the dance for me because I'm just a little too old to do much dancing. I see somebody's asking what the initial investment, and I got to tell you, it's huge. I will tell you that the first 100 drones, because it's all kinds of parts and pieces, server, things, all that kind of stuff that has to be purchased to get into it, and you're talking about a minimum investment of about $200,000 for the first 100. Okay.
Yeah.
And, so $200,000. Then buy your tent, buy your tarps. You're getting.
You're up there. You're up there.
Yeah.
Now, how many, Gary? How many shows are you doing a year? I mean, what's your
We're hoping for 24 this year at minimum, but we think we're going to do better than that because it's the 250th anniversary. I forget what they call it, quincentennial of America, and we think that that's going to be a huge opportunity for us to do more shows to celebrate America's birthday. And fireworks has gotten a really bad rep. I can't say that I mind, but last year there were like explosions that happened in warehouses, and it was a lot of things went wrong with fireworks last year, and that's going to provide us opportunity that we need. We need that. And a lot of people are saying, the animals, it scares all the animals in the neighborhood. It's too loud for kids, and it is. The dB level of a firework will literally make a kid deaf. Under the age of 10. It's just so if you take a kid to fireworks, make sure you put the ear things in and maybe a set of the headset on top of that, because it's like 160 dB. It's something outrageous.
Wow, that's unbelievable, man. Well, and the other thing is too, I mean, just the waste of the trash and the paper and the pickup and all that stuff afterwards, the nightmares and that. I mean, and if a firework goes wrong, that size fireworks go wrong. It's serious. If a drone goes wrong, with any luck, it's going to come down in an area where it's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, that's the safety things that we're doing. That's really what we think would happen. So that's good. And then they're reusable. So we just to get them to the ground, we charge it back up, and nothing's wasted. The next day, all the same stuff goes and does its job again. And dollar for dollar, we're like the same. What we have to charge for the shows, and there's a lot of insurance costs. Insurance is a humongous part of the other thing, and that happened. Sky Element, who everybody knows of because they were on America's Got Talent and all that kind of stuff. They had a little problem and hit some people, and so insurance went from already high to here, and so you've got to charge to get that money back more than most people are ready for. But fireworks and us about exactly the same. So it's not going to cost you any more to have us than fireworks.
Man, I can't imagine the hoops you got to jump through with the insurance. I mean, just to be in the business from what I do is just it's astronomical, and I've got almost no exposure whatsoever.
And we live in this litigious society where everybody wants to sue somebody, right? So if it you got to be really careful. You got to take all those precautions and more.
Yeah. So do you ever get to do any flying for yourself?
Well, it is sadly enough, I don't go out as much as I used to and just have fun. Although today I was shooting video for a company out of Canada that builds bridges, and they have a bridge in Virginia that they're building, and it's on a huge quarry. I mean, tremendous. And so when I got up there and I shot the shots I needed, and I got up there and went, oh, look how beautiful this quarry is. So I just did myself, I'm on the quarry. I've already gotten all, the approval to be there. And I shot me like 10 minutes of the best quarry footage, and said,
wow.
This is for me. This goes in my portfolio. And I can tell people that I flew this quarry. And it is gorgeous when you see some of that stuff from, when they fill in with water, they're usually, because of lime and stuff that's in the ground, they're either the water looks like a blue lake or a green lake. It's just incredible to see, and I get a chance to see stuff like that. That's the only time it really is fun for me on a daily. I wish I could shoot more, but I don't have the time.
It sounds like it.
It's very important though, like to find that time though to still enjoy what you're doing.
You're right.
So
You're right.
I'm very happy actually you had that extra chance, because a lot of times when you take a hobby and you turn it into your job,
the fun goes away.
Yeah.
And it does to a degree. Not too much. I love it all of it. If ever anything gets to not be fun, I would get out. Because that's anybody. That's my biggest. If I'm ever talking to people who want to get in business, young people that want to do anything, the day it's not fun, that's when you start working, and then nobody wants to work. So
that's it.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Yeah, there's so many things out there now that's rewriting the whole script on businesses. It's just startup stuff. I mean, well, yourself, for instance. I mean, God's sakes, some of the stuff that you've done is just like it's just mind blowing. Didn't even know that it was possibilities. I mean, like we were talking about a little while ago, the mapping you did for the waste management facility.
Yeah.
And the eagle shots that you got were amazing. I mean, literally, I'm scrolling. Oh, wow, check that out. That's
right.
something, you know.
You should be afraid of them, but in a situation like that, I wasn't afraid of them. I was totally blown away by them. And fortunately, they didn't mess with me. I don't know. The eagle gods were on my side.
Yeah, I can't really think of any drone that is in existence that an eagle wouldn't just absolutely. Oh yeah, like.
Well, I lost a Phantom 4 years ago over the Chesapeake Bay, and I'm pretty sure what hit it was either eagle or a osprey. And, but whatever it was, it tore it to shreds, and it was pieces at the bottom of the Chesapeake Bay. Yeah. So they don't like to, they do not like drones. That's pretty much the story. It's a territorial thing, obviously, for those birds. But other birds, like I get up there all the time doing these construction sites and see tons and tons of vultures. They're always up. Okay. And sometimes patterns of 10, 15 of them. And they'll kind of come up and just kind of look at me and just, okay. And then just take off. They're like, whatever. Not interested. Can't eat me. So, they're just looking for something to eat. So they never bothered me, but it's the eagles that always scare me. But somehow or another at the big waste management, they're more interested in trash and what's on the ground, probably rats, stuff like that. They're probably, that's your supper. Drones too much work.
Right. Yeah. I've got a lot of ospreys in my area, and I stay way far away. If I'm flying, I'm usually using something with a crazy zoom like the 4T, and I want to make sure I'm way far away. I don't want any issues whatsoever, And that's so far, knock on wood, it's been pretty good. But yeah, those are the only ones that I'm concerned with, because we don't have a lot. We've got a couple of eagles in the area, but nothing too crazy.
Right.
Everything else is fairly small, and I don't think they'd mess with it.
Have you ever had a martin? The little teeny birds that. Martins, I don't know if they're in your states or not. They're all around Virginia. They're usually near water, and you'll see people put up these gourds, like a whole tree of gourds, and martins will nest on them. And they're super fast. I call them like the F-15, F-14 dive bombers. And I've had them come up and literally do like a 90-degree turn, right beside me.
Wow!
Going this way, and I don't know how they do it, and they never hit me. They've never got involved in it at all, but they get just close. And I think they're just trying to terrorize whatever they're looking at. They think it's another bird or whatever. Sure. But they are the best flyers that exist. If you ever see them, you'll agree. They can move 100 miles an hour and turn on a dime.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've seen the gourds, but I haven't. We actually have got an Audubon Society not too far from me. And I've seen the gourds, but I had no idea what they put them out there for.
That's the martin. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Very cool.
We also have them here, and I think I've seen one time. So, but they're here,
right?
We
were. My wife and I went to some place, one of these huge lakes. I can't remember if it was in Florida or somewhere, but they had an island that at night everybody goes out there at night. And all these thousands and thousands of martins go to this one island, and the sky right at sunset, and the sky becomes black with thousands, and they all go and they sleep on this little island, and then they pick up and take off and fly around. I can't remember where that was, but it was amazing. It was amazing. Some kind of little thing that they do every day in the state. Yeah,
that's amazing. Yeah, I definitely don't have anything like that. I have deer that come by every evening, so they're safe on the ground though. So. But
oh man,
that's a whole nother drone industry. We've got a good friend here in Virginia, and I've done it a little bit, but not as good, not as much as Jutt. We have a guy named Jutt Updike, and he spends almost his whole year, if he's not spraying crops, which is his main drone activity, he is following deer. And
really,
and he does amazing stuff. He puts a whole lot of good content up about finding bucks that somebody shot and it got too far away. He puts his up with the thermal and finds them. He also has found dogs, cats, whatever, people.
I could be mistaken on this one, but I think in Pennsylvania here, they've outlawed that. You can search for dogs and pets and stuff like that, but you cannot.
So there is a rule here too. You can't use it for the hunt. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can go up on there and the day before and kind of figure out if your property has deer, and even figure out maybe where they're bedding down, and then pull the drone down, and the next day go hunting.
Yeah.
But you can't put a drone up, see where the deer are, and then go after them.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with it in Connecticut. I'm sure they've got some kind of law like that, but yeah, interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Keep it there somehow.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, even in PA, retrieving a deer, you're not even allowed actually that either. So
wow.
Basically, if you lose sight of actually your deer, you're on your own.
See, that seems like a waste, because that's the one thing that they go find them, and the deer doesn't just sit there and become just meat for the vultures. You can actually get your deer that you were hunting and take it home. But
our state, when it comes to extra hunting like that, there's a lot of extra laws here.
Sure.
So
I'm surprised, Josh. In PA, I mean, when I was going through like Route 80 and stuff I mean, the highway was just polluted with deer, like cornrows all over the place. I couldn't believe the amount of deer that I've seen in PA when I'm driving.
Yeah. Oh my, growing up, I know my grandparents had farmland, and it would not be unusual to see 70, 90, 100 deer, just huge herd just actually heading past, and every day when I drive in to work, I only have about a 6.5, maybe 7 mile drive in, and there's 2 to 3 deer hit every day here.
Wow.
And it's like they're everywhere out this way. So,
and that's why hunting makes sense, because you're really trying to thin it out. They overpopulate to the point that they start starving. So
that's exactly it out here too. So
we had years ago, we had a problem down in Fairfield County, like Greenwich, Connecticut area, that the real affluent areas, where the deer were just destroying everything. And a lot of people down there, obviously they're pretty affluent, and we're putting some stuff out to the state and their local representatives, this and that. They had some guys come in that were ex-military something or other, and they would go hunting in the middle of the night in areas that nobody could really hunt, but they'd come in with suppressed rifles and night gear and the whole 9 yards, and they would come out. They'd clean them out, and then the trucks would come in. They'd grab them all out. They'd take them away, and they'd bring them out, and they'd donate them to homeless shelters and stuff like that.
That's a great use too, right?
Yeah. There was this one guy they called Dr. Death, because he was literally he was just that guy.
Right.
Oh man.
I'm just glad he was using his powers for good.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know if you guys have ever been aware of this. I saw this on a show one time in New Orleans. They have a big rat problem. Okay. And so they have these teams similar to that go out at night and just kill rats.
Wow.
And they kill them by the hundreds every night. Yeah,
man.
Just to try to kill them, to keep the population down.
That's crazy. Oh,
I tell you what, it's definitely the way to go.
Yeah, well, better than what England did back during their episode. They decided they would burn a certain building or two that the rats were in. Ended up burning half of the entire city.
Oops. Somebody didn't think that one all the way through, right?
Who approved this? Who approved this?
Now, speaking of death, though, one of the interesting jobs that you've done in the past sort of involved death.
So I used to shoot a lot of video for the forensic department here in Richmond. And Patricia Cornwell, I'm sure you've heard of her, the author. So she was actually a pathologist, forensic pathologist here in Richmond before she became this world famous author. And I used to end up actually working with her because she had so much money as an author. She started funding programs to have people like me come in and create training tapes around the industry. There's so many different aspects of this um, what is it, forensic, type of investigation, whether it be blood spatter or fracture mapping of matching, where you got a car that hit another car and you pick up all the pieces on the ground. You can tell, oh, this is from a Chevrolet and this is from a Ford, and and you find the car and you can match it up and say that's why it works. And other things, DNA, obviously a big, huge difference in the past few years of how that works in the forensics. And it's fascinating. And yeah, I got to shoot a lot of cool stuff, and including dead people.
Wow.
But not actually shoot them.
No. Yes, somebody had done that before I got there.
Yeah, they actually came in that way.
Right.
Yeah. He'd come in, he'd shoot them.
Photograph. I'm sorry.
Yes, photograph.
Now, do you think that's an industry that a drone would maybe be able to get into now?
It does. Matter of fact,
Okay.
I do some. I don't do any of the drone repair. There's a guy that he lives 2 miles from here. His name is Prak, and Prak is Cambodian, and he's a brilliant mind, and he can put any drone you hand him, take it apart and put it back together and still be watching TV. He's just like, the mind is in a different space. And he's also a forensic investigator for City of Richmond and Henrico County, which is where we live. And so he gets involved with a lot of that kind of stuff. And one of the first times that he was involved with, because he's had drones his whole life or since they started, was using it to do some crash investigation.
Oh,
and so pulling it up and getting shots. And so eventually I think that they ended up adding that to the forensic department. He doesn't do it anymore, but it was like his use of it prompted the thought, hey, wouldn't it be good to have some photos? Like they go around and take all these close pictures of the shells on the ground and all that kind of stuff and put little flags beside everything. But a wide shot's also another way of kind of seeing things, the big picture sometimes. And so that became a thing. And that's really, I give Prak a lot of the credit for bringing that to the forensic department here.
That's fantastic.
That's wild. I love it. Just being able to do it, just all these different angles, it's like,
right.
Who would have thought?
Works as good as any camera you can imagine, Yeah.
And that's again what actually got me into it, was getting those angles that you just can't get on your feet. Like I need to be about 10 feet taller.
Yeah.
I don't like heights. So, if I can send something else up there,
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
I mean, think about roofing people, how that's changed their industry. They don't have to get on a ladder. And that's another funny thing. More of the drones that come to myself or Prak for repair, they're roofers. They get them all day long. They buy the Mini 3 or 4, and they crash them all day long. Now, I don't even get into the fact that they don't have 107 license and they're doing this, they're making money, they're using it for profit. I try not to. Sometimes I'll kind of hint, hey, do you have 107? If you don't, just call me. I'll take care of the tax for you. But they're doing it all the time, whether it's legal or not, and they crash them all the time. But it is safer than them getting on top of a slick roof. All off. I don't blame them.
Absolutely.
That's something. So Gary, you're friends with Brad, and are you going to be coming to the South Florida Drone Meetup?
I am. I've got my hotel room. Yeah.
Great.
Oh yeah, awesome. Captain Kelly. It's just like he's like a friend now. And I was on his show one time, and we kind of chat through Facebook and things like that, and I'm delighted. I couldn't come last year because I think that was the same month my daughter was graduating from college or something of that nature, and I just couldn't make it. But I did get to Minefield. I got to Vegas, the Vegas show. If anybody really wants to go see drones at another level, the Vegas show is worth the trip. And you got, 250, 300 vendors that you can talk drones until you can't talk at all. And I had the best time. That was so fun.
Oh boy.
Yeah, imagine 10,000 nerds and 10,000 drones. It's a party. So I said, you want to go to a strip club? I said, we're going to go talk about drones, I think.
Right, exactly. It's probably a little bit cheaper? No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I'd rather talk Jones. But it will keep you out of trouble.
That's true.
Safer though. Safer that way.
Much safer.
Right. Safer.
Now, Gary, you didn't mention one drone meetup. John, do you know what event that is?
There's one in I think it's in the Northeast somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
So if you've never been to Rhode Island, Gary,
I've heard about that.
It's a little bit north of Boston, south of Boston.
South of Boston.
And it's we honestly, Josh and I had such a great time last year, and there's so much to see and fly.
Right.
I can't think of any place that's really has got so much packed in such a small area. Literally everything is 30 minutes from each other. Even
it looked like a lot of fun, and I would the Vegas trip was like literally that was the next week. I mean, it was
yes,
it was.
Yeah. And so like I can't take up with so much time because I have these regular clients that I'm supposed to do site inspections.
Sure.
And I couldn't, but I'll figure it out this year. I won't go to Vegas, and I'll end up there with you guys because it looked like a good time. And the guys that are running it look like a bunch of really good guys. So
yeah, they're all right. We got an in if you need anybody. If you need anything up in that area, we kind of know some people.
Good.
But yeah, Josh and I were talking about going to Vegas next year, and we're back and forth. We got we're planners. We plan for a long time, except for our show, of course. That we just kind of wing that. But
yeah.
Well, so, I have to give Brad was supposed to go to Vegas and he couldn't go, and he has a timeshare thing somehow with a Marriott or something up there, and he said, "Oh, I'll put you in the hotel." I could walk right out of the hotel he put me in right into the convention center. Literally.
Wow.
No Uber, nothing, just walk across. I had to pass that great big huge Ferris wheel thing that they've got,
Yep.
And literally I had to just walk underneath that and then into the room. And he just set me up with this incredible room. And I think it cost me like $100 a night. And it had 2 bedrooms, a sunken tub, 2 bathrooms, a kitchen. I was like, I just knew. I just need like a bed, right? This thing is like a studio apartment. And so again, thank you, Brad. But it was like
everybody, if you need a place to stay in Vegas, Brad's
got the hookup.
And this is where I never hear off of him again. I've been blocked by Brad.
Oh man.
Yeah, I could have 4 more people in the room with me. We would have never seen each other. It was just that big.
That's fantastic.
I love it. So, Josh, you didn't do the rundown.
I did not do the rundown. No.
So,
I was about to, and then I realized that I closed my notes. So I'm going to try to do this by heart here to see if I remember everybody. So I believe Jason, flying high in Florida, came on in first here. Great to actually see him here on board. And then following him, this is where things start to get a little bit unclear. I know Andrew came in. Great seeing you, Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
And then my brain shuts down. I know Brad came in. We have Rodney Bellows out there. We got
Rodney was my driving pal to go to Minefield.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Heck of a guy.
Yeah, he's solid. He really is.
Yeah.
In fact, we're hoping to have him back on our show again here soon. Hopefully he's actually all up and everything too. So, but Ron out there, also an awesome guy. I believe he and Brad might be hooking up tomorrow to fly. So it sounds like,
Yep.
Very awesome to hear that. We got brother Bob Casey out there. Always awesome having you here, Bob. Star Drone. Trying to remember what your name is. I apologize. And again, at some point, YouTube changed everybody where you used to see what their name was, and now you only see what their username is. And it's like, okay, I don't remember all these names anymore.
Need a cheat sheet.
But I do actually need one, and I do have one sitting around here somewhere, but do I have it open right now?
Nah.
That would make sense.
I don't have Star Drone on my cheat sheet, so I was looking myself and I don't see. So
All right. So at least
Jerry. Okay. Thanks, Jerry.
Jerry. And of course, not only Jerry, but we also have the other Gary in the houses out there too. John, I know there's a couple of Johns here. We have John Olson. John K is out there. Great to see you guys. John, who am I not actually saying here? I know I've missed somebody.
Johnny Drone Flyer.
Johnny Drone Flyer. That's the John.
The most famous Johnny and Drone Flyer there is.
Absolutely.
That's a name that sticks with you.
And Johnny is flying more than anybody I think I know. Like he gets something up in the air daily, multiple times. He and Captain Joe have to have one heck of a time because they're always doing something out there.
Sure. Yeah. Or you think somebody like Vic Moss? You guys know Vic Moss?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's always traveling, doing
Lance
that
too.
kind of drone work.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, somebody that traveled a lot. I met Tom Dowling.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You know, I met Tom at Vegas, and then he went to the Northern show that you guys were at.
Oh yeah.
He just never stopped. And then of course he has his Vegas meetup too. So
that's
the guy that never stops.
Absolutely. And I mean, there's a guy that can talk drones day and night from, fun stuff that actually you're doing at home to safety stuff. I mean, he's involved in everything. So
sure.
Very awesome.
We've got a question here that Jerry put up. Did you guys talk about Gary's drone scavenger hunt? What is that?
So it's funny. I wanted to do more of these, but again, you get so damn busy, you can't do fun stuff, and that kind of is what sucks about this. But one of the first things that I put together kind of as a meetup is I came up with 20 targets that were all kind of down Broad Street in Richmond. Okay, that's a well-known path down through Richmond. And there's a lot of them historical spots. And we had lunch together at a rooftop restaurant. And then I sent to everybody's phone the list of 20 targets. You had 2 hours to get to all the targets and take a picture and then get back to the rooftop. When you got to the rooftop, you had 6 more that you could shoot from the rooftop. So you had to take your drone off the rooftop and get 6 more. And if you landed, you had all the pictures, you would have been the winner. Well, only one person managed to get all of the photos in 2 hours. It was like a run and gun. I mean, you really had to drive, stop, have the drone ready to go up, click, down. If you could figure out that you could, from the same park position, you could get 2 of them, you flew both of them, you brought the drone, put it back in the car, you ran to the next stop. So it was probably, like the cannonball run for, for awesome. Drones. And I think we had a good time, and the one person that got it was a girl. Okay. And Alicia, and she got every one of them. Her pictures were phenomenal. She does a lot of real estate. So it kind of almost makes sense. She's gotten good at getting from house to house to house and get as many real estate pictures as possible. So she kind of had an advantage, I think, over the guys, but it was really funny to see that chick beat all the guys in the competition. And I love the concept, and I kept talking about maybe trying to do one with Jerry and Roanoke, and it just never could come together because my business side just got a little bit too overwhelming. So I need a partner.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Gives me an idea for the Northeast Drone Meetup 2026. Maybe we can incorporate something like that into it.
That'd be cool.
Somebody that knows the area just put together, pulled all those sites together. And I use the cell phone, and you can go on Google Maps and you can literally set a list.
Yep.
And then I sent everybody the list at the same time. So everybody got it at the same moment and take off. And it's everybody running out of the restaurant to their cars and peeling out of the parking lot.
That's fantastic. That's amazing.
I wonder who's going to be Captain Chaos. Maybe Mark Fisher, you think? Cannonball run action.
Dun, dun, dun. I can see it.
Oh, man.
I'd love to do more fun stuff. And eventually, I will. It's just, I had to kind of ramp up business so that this thing made sense with the investment that I made into the DJI drones and that stuff. It had to make money. If it didn't, my wife would be all over me, right? And so that was priority. But at the same time, how I was making opportunity to meet people and that kind of thing was to put together some fun events. And that's still the best part of it. You know, I just wish I could do it more.
You got to clone yourself, Gary. That's the next thing you had to look at. See if you can do a 3D print of yourself and make it work.
There's not enough media in the world to build this one.
Yeah, Josh, that's one thing Josh and I do not want to get into is 3D printing because it's so immersive. Josh has got a very good friend that just does 3D printing and literally here's $20, print me this. Here's $15, print me this. Here's whatever, print me this. And then there's everybody on Etsy. God said, yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
That again? That's nice. That's great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, who did that?
Yeah.
Good flight media.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you, Rory.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, he came up with that for the show, and we were like, for the meetup, and we're like, yeah, this is gonna be badass. Sure.
Yeah, in Minefield, there were a lot of people. Brad brought some stuff he made, but there were other people that had just cool stuff. There was I get this right here. I picked up in Minefield. Somebody was making like a little thing to put your Vada, hang your Vada on this. You know,
Yep.
They were charging like $10, and sure, it took 2 hours to print this.
Yeah, I mean, especially in our hobby, there's so many actual use cases for it that it would make sense if I ever would actually get one.
Right.
But I have so many hobbies that take up every second of every hour of every day. And it's like, do I want to dive into that right now? Or do I want to offload something else and then hop into that?
Right.
So for right now, I know enough out there that are into it and they do amazing work, and everyone out there has been so helpful. So I'm just like, I'll let them handle that aspect of it.
Well, the good thing about it is it takes a while for them to print. So you can always get them started and then go back to work, right? Do what you're supposed to be doing.
Josh, don't do it, Josh. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I just bought one right now. Yeah.
It's a gateway drug. It really is.
That's right. That's right.
And I already have a list of things that I would instantly actually make, but I'm going to let someone else handle it.
It really has let me. I've built nothing that seemed like I didn't have a real use for it, which is kind of cool. You know, I loved the things. I haven't been as creative as Brad is, because like I say, Brad's better at doing stuff. But I needed some things and some parts and pieces, and I wanted to make it out of material that wasn't just PVC. You know, it had some color to it and things like that. And wow, it's not that hard. There's about 5,000, no, more than that, 5 million models out there that somebody's already done whatever you like or what it want to do. And then you can take that and just kind of, you put your own twist on it, you know, and it's easy.
Yeah. My same friend who made this, he is restoring an old vet, and there's a part inside the door that just nobody has. Nobody actually makes it anymore. And he found the exact specs of it, got it all actually laid out, printed one, found a couple things that needed a slight tweak here or there.
Right.
And I think he's the only supplier of them, actually.
There you go.
So I'm not going to mention the exact part in case someone else wants to.
Nice. There you go.
But yeah, cool. It's like finding them too. That age, the plastic obviously breaks down over time. So even if you do find one, it's not very good. Right. So here, everything he's making is new. It's holding up well, and
and they're getting better. The media that they're producing this stuff. I mean, they've even got carbon fibers in this stuff. So when you build it, you've got a piece of steel, you know. Well, they actually have steel, you know, these really very high dollar ones will make stuff out of metals. And
houses, they can print houses.
I've seen that. Pouring cement into the walls and just making the same thing, build your house right up. Too cool. It reminds me, and one of your intros, you had one of the Star Trek. You had the and I saw that, and it reminds me the 3Ds, just like the replicator. when they would,
Yes.
you know, if they wanted a sandwich, you know, they press a button and it would print the sandwich basically out of molecules.
Yep.
You know, it's kind of the same idea. It's almost that, to me, it's kind of almost amazing. I open my little door and there it is, like just like Star Trek. I can't eat it.
Gary, you just pushed Josh over the edge.
Yeah.
As soon as you put Star Trek in, that's it. That's it.
I'm buying them right now.
Brad's got one for sale right now. I know. So
oh boy.
I'll take care of you.
Make you a sweet deal on it, Josh. You might even talk him into taking payments because he's not around all the time. He's doing a lot of traveling.
Oh my goodness, I can't right now. Somebody bought a few too many drones last year and ended up buying a laptop at the very end of the year before the prices on that stuff went up because I'm going to need one by springtime, so I had to bump it up a little bit sooner. So Brad, maybe in the springtime, if you still have it, maybe I'll talk to you then. Stay out of my inbox.
Yeah, you guys are IT guys that you were telling me, and I noticed that there's just all the things that I used to buy cheap, like my SD cards. These things have gone up so much lately. RAM has gone through the roof. What the heck, guys? Are they not able to keep up with this anymore because of data centers or what?
So AI obviously is mainly it. They are buying the ability of these manufacturers to make the stuff down the road. So the plants that would normally be churning out the stuff that we want, they're now stocking up to start building the stuff that they need on plants that aren't even here yet. So they're basically prepping to start making the hardware that they need for stuff that's not even ready yet. So
look, you see on the screen, Brad is advertising.
Oh, how did that get on there? Gee, I didn't see that pop up.
It's funny. My camera is covering up that portion of the screen. I can't even see it. So
here, I'll paste it in the chat for you, Josh.
But hey, also want to say a quick hello to Captain Ray. Great to see you, Captain Ray.
Hey, Captain Ray, how you doing?
And to answer Jim, yes, I did say too many drones because keep in mind, I got back into drones last year, right? And I was going to get one, and then maybe by summer upgrade that to something else. So it was 2 weeks, and I had 2 more drones on order. So by the end of the year, I don't know. I have 7 drones, I think, right now.
Not bad.
You just gave me an idea for a new business. That's in my new business, Drone Anonymous. Okay, if you've got a problem with buying too many drones, come talk to me. I got a 3-step program to help you.
Maybe buy some more and get into 3D printing.
And doing the dance of the drones.
That's right. Drone dancing.
That might work though, because if they want more drones, they can come out and be around 300 of them a night.
That's true. That's true.
There you go.
And whenever I go to a town, I'm always going to put on the local chats, and anybody wants to come out and help, free pizza, soft drinks, help us set up our drones.
I'm there.
That'd be cool. I'm there too. I'm in.
You have me at
free pizza.
Listen, I was at a meetup one time where I was eating free pizza out of the back of a pickup truck in South Florida that came in from, I think it was Sam's Club.
Yep.
And it was some of the best darn pizza I've ever had in Florida. I was really, really impressed.
I went the Costco pizza, I never go through the Costco without either getting the hot dog or the pizza or something.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. It's fantastic.
I mean, what a deal. $1.25 a drink and a hot dog.
Seriously.
Can't beat it.
Yep. I don't have any of those around me, so I just basically hear about them all the time.
You're lucky. You're lucky. You got any Buc-ee's around you, Josh?
No.
Good. Even better.
The only thing I can really say is we are surrounded by sheets.
Okay.
I mean, we are surrounded buy sheets up here.
But
So.
Wawa started in Pennsylvania.
Right.
You know that? Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I think so did sheets as well.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah. Yep. Wawa's out east.
Mm-hmm.
Sheets is out here out west. So
I got you. Okay.
but they've expanded everywhere lately.
Oh yeah, they're all over. They're all over this town. You can't hardly go 2 miles without hitting one of them.
Right.
Man.
Absolutely.
And I'm not complaining. It's nothing better. You know.
Yep.
Sounds like us.
Oh, I'm sorry, John.
Sounds like us with Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, they're literally on every day.
Oh, they're growing here too. They're growing here too. We have Dunkin', right? Not Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin'. Yes, I'm sorry, Dunkin'. Yeah,
Dunkin'.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there's
expanding.
Like Starbucks.
Yep. There's 2 of them here too, and it's like, I didn't think that the one even had enough, but there's 2 of them here now.
Well, that reminds me of a little meetup thing that I think we're getting ready to have another one. One of the local guys started a thing called Donuts and Drones and Donuts, or Donuts and Drones. I can't remember whichever, but anyway, we meet for like breakfast and donuts and then fly. And
that's cool.
It's a good little get together, just a Sunday afternoon kind of thing. But donuts and drones.
That's fantastic.
Nice. So if you're going out, Gary, if you're going out to fly recreational with donuts and drones, what do you bring it? What do you bring in for a bird? What's your?
Well, I'm probably gonna show off a little bit. I'm probably gonna show up with this guy because.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I gotta flex a little bit around my other drone friends, right? Like, oh, you got a 4? How did you get it? I paid too much for it. That's how I got
it.
Yeah. And then, but I've got probably another, like the Mini or something, which I just went to Hawaii with my wife and I took the Mini 4 and I didn't have the 5 yet. And the 4 was fantastic. I flew it over the ocean. And if you've ever seen Hawaiian Ocean, the waves are like 10 foot tall when it's a slow day, right? And the winds are pretty high, but it survived everything. I threw it up over these 4,000 foot mountains. Okay. Wow. Where I took it up the mountainside to waterfalls that were incredible. It shot all of this footage with a little 4 and it did fantastic. Even in the wind. Yeah. I was 4. I can't even believe how good it was. I told my wife, I said, I didn't think we were coming home with it. I kept dumping every time I shot something great. I dumped the footage.
Just in case.
Like, it's never coming home on the next shot. And somehow I brought the drone home.
Hey, that's great. In fact, Marcus Crawford, when he went there, that's the same exact drone actually he used there. And I mean, the footage he has is amazing. So I mean, there again, you don't need the most current, latest, greatest drone. Fly exactly what you have. They'll do great. You want to carry that kind of thing like in a backpack or a fanny pack or something small anyway. So carrying a bigger drone, bigger batteries is absolutely so inconvenient. It's never going to be worth it,
Yeah. I'm back and forth right now. What I'm bringing to South Florida, I'm back and forth between the Air 3S and the Mavic 4 Pro, and I'll probably bring either the Neo 2 or the Flip. I'm not sure which, but the batteries for the damn Mavic 4 Pro. I mean, I'm bad with batteries. I've got 6 for my Mavic 4 Pro.
Yeah, $299.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's like, so it's like, am I going to carry all this stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, how much carry-ons can I do? I mean,
the batteries are cheaper for the Matrice, 30T.
Yes.
That battery's only $270,
crazy.
Right?
That's crazy.
It's way too expensive. But I think it's part of the whole, DJI's out to screw us for. Oh, I didn't want to say that. But I mean, right now, there's a lot going on.
The fact that a Neo 2 battery is going on Amazon for $100 for one Neo 2.
Come on, really?
$100 right now. Yep, it's cheaper. It's cheaper to buy the whole kit with multiple than it is to buy individuals. It just makes no sense at all to me. So.
And the original Neo is only about $35, I think. For
they were.
Okay.
Those are like $70, I think, if I saw it. I could be wrong on that one, but everything's up right now. which again is partially why I spent a little more on this hobby in the last year than I had intended.
Sure.
Is I had some ideas of things I wanted to do, and I
Yeah.
figured, while I can still afford it, I'll hurry up and do it.
Yeah. Do it quick, because you never know. Again, who the hell knows what's coming down?
Right.
Yeah. An individual Neo battery is 59 actually right now.
Wow, that is higher.
Okay.
That's why, again, if anybody's got a Neo 1 out there, I'd love to buy. If you got a Fly More, you got a good price, I'd love to get my hands on them, because the more batteries, some of these events that we've done, we've had 100 kids lined up, and we have 3 Neos going simultaneously. But we go through the batteries so fast because, they're like 9-minute batteries, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And we could not keep up. We had 30 batteries, and we couldn't hardly keep them with the number of kids coming through. So it's the more batteries I have pre-charged and recharging is the only way to kind of keep up with that. And I really love doing that. I think that it's not only kids that get to do it, and you can see, again, go on my Facebook or something, you'll see some kids that are like 4 years old, and they're flying a drone, and their face is just lit up. But also adults who've never flown a drone, the same thing. They're just going, "Oh my God, this is great. I didn't know I could do this."
Hey, Sensei Joe. Great to see you, Joe. But
now, Gary, so out of all these drones you have and all these batteries and everything else, what's your battery maintenance look like? I mean, do you just let them all just discharge and then kind of get back around to them? I mean,
I'm like the Mavic 3 battery. They run on all of my the T, the E, and the Cine. I've got a couple Cines, and so I've got about maybe 20 of those batteries, and I'm using them so commonly that they're getting undone and recharged on a regular basis. The thing that scares me right now for me is like the 30T doesn't fly a lot. Okay, so it doesn't. I don't get as much turnover. I have bought about maybe 8 Phantom batteries, because I still have 2 Phantom RTKs, which I'm looking to sell if anybody wants that's a good mapping drone. It actually is a very good mapping drone. It's still great backup to something if you were doing mapping. But I'm a little afraid my older Phantom batteries, I'm not getting them charged enough. I'm sure I'm losing those, one a month probably at this point. And I have bought new ones. There are available aftermarket ones that actually have done really well. I have had no problem.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I've yet to actually attempt that. Years ago, I bought some for a totally other hobby, and it cost me more in the end than had I just actually bought the actual ones. But I think things have changed a lot over the years, and I think that the actual tech is there now that
you're right.
It's probably safe, and it's good hearing off of you that it's actually working. So,
I do keep my older batteries. I've got those steel ammo boxes you can buy like at Harbor Freight. You know what I'm talking about? And they're steel, and I keep all my Phantom batteries in those locked, because those are the ones I think are going to probably, if they were to go bad, it'd be one of those. And I have had them swell. I've had a number of them swell during the summer, and I pitch them after it's done, or take them over here to the fire station and give them to those guys to get rid of. They've got a maintenance system over there that they get rid of any of those kind of batteries for you, which is the best idea. Don't throw them in the trash. If you don't know that, please don't throw them in the trash. You might start a fire somewhere that you don't even know.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
There's tons of areas out there that will actually take them off your hands. So absolutely. Yeah.
No, Joe, Gary, do you use any lipo bags or anything like that? Or is it just the ammo cans?
I have them, and it's really funny. It's something I used to take them when I was going to get on an airplane. I bought them so that we could put them in because I thought that had to be in NSA rules, whatever. And they, as soon as I got there the first time, somebody told me, he said, "Look, TSA, I meant, you put them, as long as they're in the box is closed, that fulfills their need. It's like it's locked in something, just like I guess a battery package would be." So I pretty much have not used my bags, although I bought them forever to do stuff. And when I carry, just like anytime I've gone overseas or domestically on a plane, that goes with me in my backpack, and I'm not carrying big drones. And if I'm taking a big drone somewhere, I'm usually driving to the location.
Yep. Okay. All right. Yeah, I did not use any lipo bags when we went down to South Florida last year, and didn't have a problem. Everything was in a backpack, so I did a carry-on and just put it in the overhead, and that seemed to be okay. Had a lot of concerns about it, but it went, so I'm all right, I guess.
Yeah, I was afraid, the first time I was doing that, I said, what if they tell me I can't? They're going to confiscate my batteries. And
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cancel the trip. I'll stay.
That's right. My batteries are worth more than the plane tickets. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It could happen.
Which is why I drive the whole way down.
Yeah.
17 and a half hours this guy.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's to go to South Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he won't let anybody ride with him.
Yeah.
He's a lone wolf. He's got to go by himself.
Pretty much. Well, now, my daughter's hopefully going to join me this year. So probably going to take a little longer than 17 and a half hours, though, because I'm going to have to stop a little bit more often. I think.
Right.
Give her an hour. She gets an hour. Right. So it's 18 and a half hours, and that's it.
Well, yeah. I have to stop at every Buc-ee's. If I can't pass a Buc-ee's, I have to stop.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, being that they aren't up here, when you see one, it's kind of like, what is that? I'm going.
I was talking to a girl who lives near Nashville, and there's like on either side of Knoxville, there's two, right? There's one on one side, one on the other. And she said during the Christmas holiday, she was coming up the interstate, and the line was out on the interstate to get off at the exit.
Wow. That's insane.
That's craziness. That's when I might have to just drive on by.
Yeah, between the brisket and the Bucky nuggets, I think somebody was telling me. And the beef jerky.
The beef jerky wall.
Yeah.
If it's not on the wall, if it's not enough for you on the wall, they've got like a counter where you can buy it by the pound.
Man.
Can't be good for you. But the brisket, oh my gosh. Brisket on the board.
Oh, geez. I could do it. I could definitely do it. But all right. Well, I think we've gone. We went a little overtime. Sorry about that, Gary. But
no problem with me.
Just rolls. I mean, God's sakes.
I gotta get myself ready for the game tonight. We got Texans and Steelers. See how that goes. Go, Aaron. I hope Rodgers does a good job tonight. That's all.
I was going to say, who you rooting for, Gary? Any idea?
I'm kind of a Steelers fan. My daughter went to Pitt for her master's degree a couple years ago, and I got to get up here to Pittsburgh. I flown my drone over some of those beautiful bridges, down Three Rivers, and really, I like Pittsburgh. It's a cool town, except for driving. That's the worst town in the entire country. Yes. I've driven in New York. I've driven in Athens, Greece. Okay, it's easier than Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh is tough.
Yes.
It's not even that there's bad drivers. It's just you have 900 lanes,
right? Emerging
and
dividing,
and you're in the center lane, and it's the exit.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you're going down. You're going underneath
the other house. Like there'll be a house, and the roadway is like literally you're like looking through their bathroom window as you kind of go around, and it's just an exit to get back on another interstate.
Yeah, I don't enjoy it either. Like if I'm going to someplace that I am familiar with, I'm a-okay. But it's like anytime that I pull up something, I'm like, I've never taken that exit. And if you miss an exit, you're 20 minutes to a half hour out of your way to get back there every time. Like it's not as simple. You just take the next exit and then come back around. No. You might have to go 3 or 4 to get off to a place that takes you back to where you came from.
Right.
It's not fun. It is not fun.
Your navigation goes from I'm 13 minutes away to I'm 45 minutes away.
And the buildings in downtown are just tall enough and they're close enough that your GPS doesn't communicate. So it'll have you pointing one direction and you think that's the direction that you're going.
Yeah.
And you're like, why am I not getting the notification to turn? Right. I should have gotten that.
Right.
And you're on the other side of town, and then it updates.
Right. Yeah,
So
not good.
definitely anyone who's planning on going there, if you plan on driving, get familiar with where you're going, know the roads you have to be on and the direction, because otherwise it will hit you where one moment you're doing good, you're on the right path, and then the next minute nothing looks right and you don't know why. And you'll look and your GPS has you somewhere else.
Sure.
I
And the other thing,
got it.
Use your parking brake wherever you park.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. And parking brake because
the hills, if you're in
Fuck
town, half of the places are like this, like 45 degrees. And you park on these spaces that you're looking like you're gonna fall. Just get out of your car.
And in fact, everyone always goes, well, San Francisco has the steepest roads. No, Pittsburgh actually has the steepest public road anywhere.
Wow.
And it's crazy. It's almost like this. Like it's seriously almost straight up.
Right.
And,
Yes.
And then anyone that knows our area, we get snow, we have ice, and those roads are open still. I mean, it's at your own risk, but I mean,
I wouldn't dare drive it with snow. No, God.
No, thanks. Hey, Josh, just as we were talking about this a while ago, but there's an app called Sygic, SYGIC. That's a GPS app, but you download all the maps locally on your phone. So when you lose GPS satellite coverage, it actually goes off the cell network and keeps you going. So literally, you can still go where you're going.
That's smart.
Wonderful if your cell service actually works too.
Bounces back and forth. But if you're in a city,
well, surprisingly, Pittsburgh's one of the ones that doesn't have street level cellular spread out yet.
Really?
It's getting closer, but there's areas there that it just goes from you have full signal to I turned a corner, I'm standing in between these two buildings and I got nothing.
Okay, so you're looking for a Tesla phone, is what you're saying?
Probably, which you have to be able to see the sky too.
Yes.
Also a problem there.
Skylink.
It's so weird. Like I've been in major cities and never had a problem.
Right.
You go down there and like because it's not flat, right? The buildings are tight, and there's no clearance to see the sky.
Jeez.
So like,
yeah,
and that signal can't bounce the whole way down. It hits a point and it stops, and it's like everything is underneath that point.
My daughter, her parking was up. She was right next to the university and the hospital, and her parking was about 2 blocks away. And I had to walk up here and get my car, and it was like, oh my God, I am dying.
Yeah, there isn't much around here that is flat. Now, to me, a lot of Pittsburgh is flat because where I live, it's hills everywhere. But yeah, if you're not from around here, oh yeah.
All right. Note to self: I won't go to Pittsburgh.
Don't go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, no. I'll check it out on Google Maps.
There you go.
I'll drive down the streets.
Cool stuff.
Oh man,
well, guys, it's been great. I hope.
Thank you too.
You got something out of it, and I would always like to come back. I can't wait to meet you in person. South Florida.
Absolutely.
And, would definitely. And if I get around to having another scavenger hunt, I'll send you an invite.
Please.
That'd be perfect.
Richmond's a great town for droning. We have a river. We've got a lot of historical spots. It's really got some great things that you wouldn't find too many places.
Fantastic. No, I'd be in for that for sure.
And it's only about 5 hours away off of me.
So look at you.
Next door.
That's right around the corner for you, Josh.
That's right.
One of the few things.
That's absolutely true. Yeah.
Oh man, but again, Gary, thank you so much for coming on. You've been
My pleasure.
fantastic guest. It
Thanks
just rolls, man.
Great.
It's been on our honor. It really has. It
Absolutely
really
has. Thank you again, Gary.
But good luck with the drone shows. I can't wait to see them. And
Skydance. That's our company is Skydance Drone Light Shows. So
okay, we're gonna wind up following you and getting things going because we'll pass the word around. Who knows? We'll get you some business. We'll try.
I appreciate it very much.
And we'll try to see if we can get those Phantoms sold for you.
Yeah, or Neo. If anybody's got any Neos they want to sell or want to switch, if they like a Phantom for,
Oh, there you go, guys. See, anybody looking to swap out? There you go.
There you go.
Nice.
I'd be
fantastic.
Up for that. Okay.
Again, Gary, thank you so much. We appreciate it, man. Have a great night.
I'll talk to you soon.
Steelers. All right.
Go Steelers. That's right.
Oh, dude, we ran over.
We ran over, but at least we weren't run over.
Correct. No, we're run down. We ran over, but we're not running over.
Well,
oh man,
what a fantastic guest! I mean, he's involved in every aspect of it, which is absolutely awesome.
He is solid. I mean, just the stuff that we learned about him in the green room was just like, I mean, wow, just fantastic. What a solid guy he really is.
Absolutely. But I do have to say though, I am excited about this game here tonight. Win or lose, I think it's going to be good. Depending on what your definition is of good. I don't know if it's going to be high scoring. I think it's going to be one of those back and forth that has you on the edge of your seat. Your nerves are shot. You've had 8 heart attacks, but I think the ending will be awesome. So,
all right. Have you got any word from Steeler Nation if who's going to who's favored or anything like that, or no? You good?
I think everyone is pretty much thinking that it's not going to be us. So, and I don't necessarily disagree with that. I don't think that we've played a consistent enough game from week to week to give anybody a good feeling that they're going to go in and have a good shot at it. But I don't think they're going to go down without a fight, though.
Okay, all right.
But yeah.
Nope. Sherry's got a prediction. I don't know. We'll put it up and see if.
That might be it. Because I mean, if the score gets out of the 20s, I would be very shocked. Very shocked at that. But at the same time, I mean, it's hard to say. We've had games that we've absolutely just lit it up, and then we've had other games that we can't score. We've kept them from scoring, but that's how it is around this way. I've gotten actually used to it. So,
right.
But hey, Philip just actually put in the chat that his show is coming back in February. So everybody keep an eye on out for that. We'll be making sure everybody knows as well here. So great to hear that, Philip. And hey, we got to get him on here too. So
yeah, no, I'm all in.
Absolutely.
Looks like come February, we can go part-time again. We can go back down to an hour. Nice. Look, sorry guys, we got to go. Cut it off.
Thank you, Philip.
Thank you so much.
Your check's in the mail, buddy. but no, hey, I hope everyone has a moment at least at some point in time here soon to head out and fly. I know this is sort of that time of year that things are iffy, but we also have some good days added in every now and then. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, guys, everybody, I appreciate everybody in the chat. I mean, you guys have really hung out there for what, an hour 40 so far.
40.
But hope everybody has a good game tonight, no matter whose team you're rooting for. And we got some more to go, so we'll see how things roll. Next week we've got our special guests lined up for quite a while. Josh and I have been doing some back leg work, and things are in motion. So we're going to be doing good. So you guys will be interested. We're doing the normal show every Monday night because we're going to do consistency. Quality is not going to be there, but consistency will. So that's all that really matters at this point, from what everybody's telling us.
We will crash.
Yes.
We will burn a little bit, but we're going to come
Yes.
right back at you guys. So
That's it. Guys, thank you so much for everybody tuning in tonight. Appreciate it. Y'all have a safe night. Get flying in. Have some fun.
thanks a lot, guys.